Okay, so 72 as a product of prime factors, you should know. So that's 72. 2 times 36, 2, 36, I can go 6 and 6, they're not a prime. 3 and 2 primes. 2 times 3, both are primes. So 2 to the power, how many 2s? 3. 3 to the power 2. The highest common factor for 72, or let's see, the highest common factor we would know is just 36 anyways. Okay, you would work it out. Okay, the highest, the scatter diagram, which one? A is 4.6, B is 3.8, A is 4.6, and B is 3.8. Roughly here, 4.6 and 3.8. Okay, show this. What type of correlation does this show? Look at this. I draw a line of best fit all the time. Just make sure the number of points above the line is very similar to number of points below it. What type of correlation is it? Positive correlation. If they ask you to describe, then you just kind of go as score A from judge, as score from judge A increases, score from judge B increases. You start with the x-axis, then y-axis. For the next competition, A gave a score of 3.7. Let's see, 3.7 is here, and you would read that one. What number does it read? I'm reading 3.2. I would say anything between, let's say, 3 till 3.5 is normally okay, around that range. Okay. ABCD is a trapezium. Work out the length of A to B. Cool. So you know that's 8.4, that's 13.2. So if I make it a right angle triangle, yeah, I know that if this is 6, this is also a 6. 13.2 take away 8.4, which will make it what, 4.8 here. From here to here. Then I just want AB is the longest side on the Pythagoras, square root of 6 squared plus 4.8 squared. Which will give you answer to 1 decimal place of 7.7 meters. Make H the subject. Okay, let's expand this here and here, here and here. K equals 6H minus 3. 6H is what? K not plus 3. Just divide by 6. There you go. Simple. Next one. The perimeter of this rectangle is 64. The length of AB to length of BC is 3:1. So AB is 3, BC is 1. So let's call it 3x and 1x at that point. BC is 1x. That's an x. AB is 3x, 3x, 3x. You know that the perimeter of the rectangle is 64. What's the total perimeter? It works out to be how many x? 8x is 64. X is just 8. If x is 8, 24, that's the 24, because not 3x. It's just an 8 for the x. Area of the shape, okay, area of the rectangle is 24 times 8. Plus area of semicircle, what is it? The circle is pi times r squared. The radius, if this is your diameter, remember, this is the diameter of the circle. We don't want the diameter, we want the radius, which is like 4. Pi times 4 squared, that is for the full circle, but you don't want a full circle, divided by 2, half circle. Okay, just it's a calculator paper anyway, just type the whole thing together. Pi times, always put brackets, it looks better. Sometimes if you keep putting times, you may get it wrong. 217.1. 217.1. Not 1 decimal more, it's 3 significant figures. So 217 centimeters squared. The ratio is now reversed. How does this affect the area of the shape? Oh, think about it. Even if you reverse the length and width, your area of rectangle stays the same. But then the area of semicircle increases. Okay, because now, like it's now 8, but then it becomes 24. So the area is bigger for the semicircle. So what happened to the area? Area increases. because the area of the semicircle increases. Okay. So with factors of 8, that makes 2, x plus 4, x minus 2. Solve with x is not plus 4 anymore, minus 4. Or x is positive 2. 3a, 3 times a is what? 9, and 3 times 9 is 12. Got it. Take away 2 times that, 2 and 10. Take it away, 7 and 2. Column vector. Done. Next one, frequency polygon. Remember what do you use? Use a midpoint. And so 2.5 and 2. Oh gosh. 2.5 and 2 is 2. That's 1. That's 2. Because each 2 box on the top it goes in ones anyways. 7.5 and 5. 7.5 and 5 roughly here. 12.5 and 15. 12.5 and 15 roughly here. 17.5 and 12. 17.5 and 12. 17.5 and 11. 12. 22.5 and 11. 22.5 and 11. 27.5 and 6. 27.5 and 6. Ta-da. Straight line to here. There you go. That's it. Simple. Okay. Midpoint and then just plot the points. Okay. Straight line. Find the class interval that contains median. Okay. Median is what's the formula? Half n. Half of what is the total number of data available? 51. Remember, can you do 51? No, you can't do odd number. You have to do an even number. So 51 add 1, which is 52. Half of 52 is 26th. Where is the 26th sequence? Oh, sorry. Okay. I will do the cumulative frequency on it, which is 2, 7, 22, 34, 45, 51. And you want a number that is just bigger than 26. Just bigger. Is it bigger? Is 2? Nope. Is it bigger than 26? Nope. Is it bigger than 26? Nope. Is it bigger than 26? Yes. That's the one. 15 to 20. 15 and 20. That's the answer because it's just the interval. It's probably 1, 2 mark normally. Next one. You're rounding, remember. If it's rounded, upper bound and lower bound, n is greater than, less than, and equal to, that's a sign you should know. It's n because of that. So it's 7.285 and 7.275. Okay. Next one. First year. Okay. So the deposit is 14,000. Bracket. It increases because it's a bank saving account. 4% for the first year. So that is 1 plus 4%, which is 0.04. So 1.04. How many years? 1 year. So yeah, 1. And x to the power, no idea how many years we need to do. Total of 3 years. So 1 is gone there. So 2 more years is equal to 15,297.10. And x squared is 15,297.10 divided by 14,000. 1.04 to the power 1. Don't worry about the square root it on that side. Okay, so just plug it down a calculator. 15,297.10 over 14,000. 1.04 to the power 1, which will make it 1.025. Answer to 3 decimal places, remember always, but it is a proper full answer. Take away 1 whole, always 0.025 times by 100. 2.5%, simple as that. The next one. Expanding triple brackets. I would expand these 2 brackets first. Here. X squared minus x. Here. Plus 2x minus 2. X squared plus x minus 2, that is x plus 3, multiply by that, x cubed plus 3x squared, multiply that, plus x squared plus 3x, multiply by that, minus 2x minus 6, x cubed, how many? 4x squared plus x minus 6. Okay, there you go. The points A, B, C, D lies in a straight line. Let's see. A, B, C, D. A to B is 1. A to B is 1. B to D is 2. A to C is 7. C to D is 2. You should know the total should be the same. What is the total on the top? 1 at 2 is 3. 7 at 2 is 9. We can make 3 goes to 9, so we can make it look like that. Times it by 3. So times it by 3, that makes it 6. Times it by 3, that makes it 3's. So you know for a fact AB is 3. A to B is 3, you could tell. A to C is 7. So what is B to C is 7. Take away that 3, which is a 4. So B to C is a 4. C to D you could just say is 2. So 3 is to 4 is to 2. Right, sketching these curves. Right, these are remember you have to sketch with the dot lines because it doesn't have an equal sign. So x is equal to 1. So 1 is here. X-axis 1. Okay. X is greater than 1. Next one, y is greater than minus 2. So y-axis is here, minus 2. Dot line. Use a ruler. Next one. This one is put in equation x and y. Put some coordinate 0 and 1. If you put 0, 2 times 0 is 0. Minus 1 is minus 1. 2 times 1 is 1. Sorry, 2 times 1 is 2. Take away 1 is 1. So 0 minus 1, which is here. 0 minus 1. And then 1 and 1 is here. Is a ruler. That is called y is less than 2x minus 1. Done. And this one, make the y the subject. Y is equal to, just put a equal sign, is fine. 3, bring the x to the other side, minus x. X and y, 0, 1. If you put 0, 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 0, 3, which would be here. 1 and 2, which will be here. Okay. So that coordinate that we will write, x plus y, is less than 3 in here. Now we have to select the region. Do not lose a mark over it. Just make sure you get the mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm covering all the region at that point. Right, let's get this over with. X is greater than, let's see, this is greater than 1. Greater than means right hand side. Okay, so right hand side means that, and that. Okay, next one. Y is greater than minus 2. Okay, greater than means up in that case, according to that line. So that's just that. 7, 4, and 3. Okay, where's the other one? Y is less than 2x minus 1. So that means less than means underneath it. Underneath that one, there's only 2. 7 and 4 then. Okay, you only do the ones that you take previously anyways, right? And then the other one, the last one and final one. X plus y is less than 3. Less than means underneath it, which is that one. So that's the region R. And you label it R. Okay. Good. The area of the triangle is 42.5. Work out the size of angle ABC. Okay. So in order to work out angle ABC, ABC angle works out to be here. And because it's an isosceles triangle, these two angles are the same. If this angle, and I would technically know this angle is the same, I can't work that angle because you know the formula for area of a triangle, half AB sine C. If you're going to use these two sides, you must use this angle. Okay, so let's call this angle X. So half AB, AB is 11 sine C, C is the angle X, equals to 42.5. Sine angle of X is what? 42.5 divided by just half of 11, and then sine goes to the other side, sine inverse of it, isn't it? And you can work out the angle. Okay, that angle will go sine inverse of, let's see, 42.5 over 0.5 times 11 bracket 11. That will give you an answer of 44.63. 44.6. We'll do 2 decimal places anyways, right? 44.63, shall we? Yeah. because I know I need the answer final for one decimal place anyway. So 44.63. Then if that is that, I just need to do 180 minus 44.63 divided by 2, because there's two angles in here, right? I just keep the answer in the calculator. 180 minus answer whatever divided by 2, it reads 66.7. So ABC angle is 66.7 degrees to one decimal place. Simple as that. Okay. Good. Maybe not. Capture, recapture, very simple. Remember, tag over population. She caught 200 and she tagged all those 200. Remember, so 200 over the population. They always want the population, anyways. Go to second time. She catched 90 and she tags. She find 15 was tagged. So 15 was tagged out of 90. Cross around 200 times 90 equals 15 times P. Divide that 15 on that side. P will give you what? Think about this. 90 can divide the 15. That makes it 6. 200 times 6, 1200. There you go. You can type in a calculator. But remember, what is the assumption? None of the tag fell off. No new fish were born or no fish died. And if tag fell off, remember, it's always going to be an overestimation. The radius is 3.6. The height is 12. Model A is to be the model A. The height of model A to model B is model A and B. No idea. Work out the volume of model B. Right. First of all, what's the volume of model A? First of all, volume of cone, they told you. It's 1/3 pi times radius is 3.6 square times height is 12, plus the volume of not a sphere, a hemisphere. The volume of a hemisphere is a half a sphere, remember, because that's what you have here. That's not 4/3, that will be 2/3, because I just divide that 4/3 by 2. 2/3 pi r cubed plus 2/3 pi times radius is 3.6 cubed. So we will just plug the whole thing in a calculator anyways, right? 1/3 pi bracket 3.6 squared 12 plus 2/3 pi times 3.6 cubed. Okay, hemisphere, which will give you 260.576. 260.576. I know I'm doing it a bit too many decimal places, but it's okay. The model A and so this becomes a comparison. A and B. First is length, area, volume. Oh, height is technically the length anyway. So 2 and 3. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. 2 cubed is 8. 3 cubed is 27. I don't really need the volume, but actually I do. I do need the volume. Yeah. Good. So the area. So this is model A, I'm guessing. Model A volume is this one, 260.576. So 8 to go to that one. So 260.576 divided by 8, which is 32.572. So I would multiply by the same thing, 32.572 times 27, which will give you 879.4. And you want 3 significant figures, so 879 would be your answer. Simple. Okay, yeah, because mathematically similar, so the volume and everything are in the ratios, right? Good. Next one, angle of ABD. Where is ABD? ABD is this one. Can we use that? No, we can't find it. So what we need to do is we can find BD. This would be the angle A. This would be the length A. You can call this B and C. Cosine rule. What's your cosine rule for side A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos of A. These formulas must be memorized. Remember. So A squared, no idea. equal to b squared is 10 squared plus 8 is c is 10 8 squared minus 2 10 and 8 cos of 75 a squared square root 8. Okay, so a is whatever square root of 10 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 10 times 8 cos of 75, which is 11.07. I can do this one here and then I can do this one here, sine rule, right? I want this angle. What is this angle? Let's call it x. So sine x over 5 is equal to sine 135 over 11.07. Sine of x equals multiplied over here 5 sine 135 over 11.07. The sine goes to the other side, sine inverse of, so sine inverse of 5 sine 135 over 11.07, which will make it 18.6. Okay, that will be your angle ABD. Good. Question number 18. Right, at the start of the year is that 2018 is that show that at population was less than 2021. So 2018 is 375 people. So 2019, 2020, 2021. Okay, so all you just kind of go is so let's put, what's the first answer? Well, 375 bracket, sorry, 375 plus equal to, that's answer 0.8 times your answer, keep it in a bracket, 0.8 bracket answer key is 300. 240, 192, which is less than what number? 200. That's what they want, right? It probably looks like a 2 marks out. I didn't write much of a method, but this would be fine. This one, how do you solve this? Bring it to the left hand side. X squared minus 25 less than 0, because they have to solve a quadratic, remember. The difference of squares, x plus 5, x minus 5 less than 0. X is technically not plus 5 minus 5. Oh, x is positive 5. Okay. So more or less, positive 5 is here, negative 5 is here. Circle, circle, do not shade the circle, they join in like that. Okay. Next one. This one you expand this. 4x squared minus 4x. Bring the 3 in there, minus 3 greater than 0. 4 times 3 is 12. Factors of 12, that makes 4. 6 and 2. Minus 6 plus 2. 4x minus 6. 4x plus 2 divided by 4. 4 can't divide any of them, so 4 is basically 2 times 2. 2 will divide that, 2 will divide that. 2x minus 3. 2x plus 1. 0. X is 3 over 2. X is minus a half. Right, where is it? It is minus a half. Minus a half. Which will go that way. Because, yeah. And what's the other one? 3 over 2. 3 over 2. Circle. Goes that way. So where do they both meet? Here and here. So your answer is x is greater than minus 5 less than minus a half, or x is greater than 3 over 2 less than 5, because it's normally like a 5 mark question these are, so that's how you tend to do that. Right, coming to the final one. Estimate the gradient at 5 minutes. Okay, gradient, just do the tangent, right? 5 minutes, where is 5 minutes? Here is your 5 minutes. Right, that's 5 minutes. 1 dot before, 1 dot after. Join those two lines, make a straight line. Looks, there you go, that looks better. Make it straight. There you go. Make a, I tend to make the largest triangle I can do, you know, easier for me to do it. It's 2 here, 10 here. That makes my base 8. And how high does it go? 25, I think it's 29. So it's about 29. So for me, it's kind of go 29 divided by 8. 29 divided by 8, which is 3.625. I would say the answer, any answer between 3.4 to 3.9, anything between that seems good enough. Okay, what does it represent? Remember, the gradient on your distance time graph will always represent what? Remember, the distance is your area. The area is distance, more or less. The gradient is your acceleration. No, sorry, the gradient on a speed time graph is acceleration. This is a what time graph? It's a distance time graph. So gradient on a distance time graph is your speed. A speed time graph here. So in here the gradient would be acceleration, but we don't want a gradient. We just want area. So area is distance between T2 and T8. So here and here. So one. How many strips? 3 strips. So probably 2, 1, 2. How many strips is that? 2, 1. Let's input the number. What is this? 4. Okay. So if you look at it, how many does it goes up in? I think it goes up in 0.4. 2.2. Sorry, 4. 4.4, 4.8, 5.2, 5.6. 6. Okay, that's 6. 8, 7.6, 7.2. That's an 8. So they want this one, this one, this one, not this one. Normally this is a triangle, but you know, for some reason they're skipping that for a lot of reasons. They start from T2 and T8. Okay. So first trapezium, 4 at height. What's the height? Here is 2. So the height is always 2. Once you work out one of the height, everything is the same. 4 at 6. Parallel side times it by the height is 2 divided by 2, 2 can cancel, that makes it 10. Next one, 6 at 7.2 times it by the height 2 divided by 2, that cancel, what's that? 13.2. Next one, 7.2 at 8 times it by the height divided by 2, that cancel, 15.2. That would be also 15.2. We do a total area, remember, which is, I'm going to use a calculator, 10 add 13.2 plus 15.2, which will make it at 38.4 meters of length. Very simple. Yeah, that's a very quick paper to do, isn't it?